Hello and welcome back to Defy Aging. This is Coach Allison, and we are in week 4 now of 2026. The workout for the week is going to be an AMRAP, which stands for as many rounds as possible. So with this, everyone's going to be in their own space, and we have 3 different AMRAPs to do. Each one of them is timed for 8 minutes. And each one of them also only has 2 exercises involved. So you can think of it like a superset. That's typically 2 exercises back to back. So you'll begin with AMRAP 1, again, in your own space. There's 2 exercises. The reps for each are designated, so take a look at the board. And you're going to go through those 2 exercises, the sets, as many sets as you can within the 8-minute AMRAP. It's not a race. That doesn't mean to necessarily go faster than feels safe for you, but we do want to keep it moving. Challenge yourself to get as many sets in as possible. And yeah, so there'll be a total of 6 exercises, because again, 2 exercises within each of the 3 AMRAPs. Let's demonstrate what those are. Okay, so with the first AMRAP, it's going to be a squat to a high knee and a medicine ball overhead toss. Now, we might not have enough of the big round slam balls to go around for everyone in the session. So I did forget to mention in my intro that everyone can start with a different AMRAP. Like right now I'm demonstrating AMRAP 1, but some people should begin in AMRAP 2 and some can begin with the third one. It doesn't really matter because again, we need enough equipment to go around for everybody. So, okay, exercise 1 of the first AMRAP, or one of them, squat to a high knee. So we do a standard squat, feet are hip width apart. We're going to push those hips back as we bend the knees, like we're sitting in an imaginary chair, like there's actually a bench right behind you. See how it looks like I'm going to sit? And then we come up, so that's our standard squat, and then we're going to come up with a high knee. So we go down, up, up. It might look easy, but yes, it's balance, of course. But also a tricky thing with this is you're coming up with both legs, and you have to kind of shift your weight to those one leg to bring that other up. When you come down with the leg, come down, excuse me, I lost my train of thought, with your feet hip width apart. Typically when we have a leg up and we're bringing it down, we want to bring the legs down together, kind of like how we would just stand, but then you're not set up for your next squat. So keep this squat stance. I'll do it again. Squat, knee up. I'm going to bring this leg down so it's wide enough that I'm ready for my next squat. Doesn't have to be fast. We just keep it going. You can do this near a wall or something to hold on to for a little bit of balance assistance. Considering we always are trying to improve on our balance, I don't recommend going next to a rack and like holding on with a full fist, because that's just 100% support and we aren't really challenging ourselves to improve our balance. So a little assistance, great. Try not to hold on for dear life. But anyways, that is 10 reps total. So 10 squats. You can think of it like 5 knees on each side, however you want to think of that. All right, that is the first exercise. Let me grab a medicine ball to show you the second one. Okay, the second exercise for this first AMRAP is an overhead medicine ball overhead toss. So we don't do a squat with this, and it's a shoulder power exercise because we're doing a shoulder press movement, but we're going to go for explosiveness because we are wanting to throw this. So it starts and stops at your chest. So see how it's at my chest and I'm not bringing it down to my ribs or my waist. So this is where we start. You can do a little bend, like a little lift with the knees to get some momentum, but we're not doing a squat. So I'm going to bend my knees a little just for a little assistance, shoving that ball up there, toss it straight up and catch it. It might take a few reps to kind of get the trajectory down. Sometimes we tend to maybe throw it forward or behind us, and that's okay. Just go get it, pick it up, restart. But ideally, we want to work on trying to figure out how to throw it straight up. And notice how I'm stopping it right here. I'm not bringing it down like here. So 10 of those. Pick an appropriate weight, of course, but that is your first AMRAP. So you do those 2 things back to back for the designated amount of reps. 8 minutes, see how many rounds you can get through. All right, AMRAP number 2, we have RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, and I'm going to recommend dumbbells for this, and then a band side step. So lower body focus, hip hinge focus, glutes and hamstrings, and then an isolated hip focus with our side step. So RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, dumbbell on each hand. Please don't hold them like right in front of you like this, because see how my shoulders rolled in just to get the weights here? We don't want that. We want our shoulders to be able to stay open and wide. So if that means your weights are kind of on the kitty corner, like the corners of your legs, that's fine. And then we do our hinge movement. So our hinge at your hips should go back. See how my Notice where my hips are starting, and then watch them drift back as I hinge at my hip. Okay, keeping the legs mostly straight, just a soft bend in the knee. We don't want to turn this into too much knee bend like that, because that's a different kind of deadlift, kind of, but also you're turning it more into a squat movement, and we want it to be a hinge. So back flat, take these shoulders, see how I'm pulling them back, keep them there. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Don't allow them to stick up to the chin and roll forward. See that difference? I'll do it again. I'm going to keep my shoulders back, hinge, the weights go straight down. This is how your back should look at the bottom. I'm actively having to hold my shoulder blades and my shoulders back. I'm going to release this and let you, again, show you what not to do. We aren't letting the arms hang like this, shoulders pull down and forward. So that's what we don't want. We want to keep that flat back, avoid that roundedness in the back. Okay, so that's going to be for 10. And then we have our band with the handles. We do this one all the time. So our longtime participants, I'm sure you're very familiar. Put this under the center of your feet, a little bit of tension. And we're going to do 10 in each direction with this one, 10 each direction. So it is 20 total if you prefer to think of it that way. But yeah, make sure you're digging your foot into the band so that it's stretching down there in the middle. See how my hands are staying in the same spot? What shouldn't be happening is you're letting your foot glide up the band, and it kind of forces your hands to end up in different positions. So make sure you're digging into the band so it's stretching, it's not gliding along the band. So 10 RDLs, 10 each direction with your side steps. All right, AMRAP number 3, we have low plank toe taps, 20 total, 10 each side. And the other one is something, a battle rope, slams with the battle rope. So the up and down double arm. I'll show you what that looks like, of course. Before I get to that, for the battle rope, I think most clubs have 2 ropes, I hope, and if not, that's okay. This kind of, if you have to, 20 slams goes relatively fast. So if we have 2 or 3 people at this one particular AMRAP station, someone can start with the slams. That's one way to stagger who needs to use it. So one person can start with that, and the other person can start with the plank. Or if you do have to you get off time from one another, that's going to happen because we're all working at our own speed. If you have to wait 20 seconds for the rope, I think that's okay. So it'll work out. So we're going to share our equipment. Anyways, plank with a toe tap. This is the plank variety in which there is not a knee version if you're doing a floor plank, because we just tapping the knees out to the side just doesn't work. I've tried it. It's weird. It makes you stick your hips up. The movement is only an inch. It really doesn't work. So if you are one for whom a floor plank on the toes is not where we're at yet, that is okay. We have an incline option, but let me show you this first. So regular plank, elbows and toes. We're looking out for hips not being up like this. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Am I in the frame? Yes, 4. And so on, counting up to 20 of those. And again, if we're holding a still plank, a knee plank is terrific. It just doesn't work with this tap out to the side. So if the full toe plank isn't an option for us, go up to a bench or a box, some kind of incline like this. You still want that good plank form though, so we still don't want the butt way up like that. And 1, 2, 3. Voila. So we do have options for everybody. All right, I'm going to pause this while I pull up my rope because I want to show you the second part of the AMRAP, which is the rope slams. Second exercise for the third AMRAPs, our battle rope. I call them slams, but it's really the waves, but this is the double arm version. So plant your feet, nice sturdy stance. See how I have an athletic stance where if someone came and gave me like a shove right now, I would not move because I am planted. So that's the kind of stance you need for this battle rope, because the rope does want to pull you around. So plant your feet, soft bend in those knees, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to make those nice smooth waves, nice and continual fluid movements there. Going for 20 of those. So like I said before, if someone has to wait, that goes relatively fast. Shouldn't be a problem, but that's our third and final AMRAP. All right, our team builder. We are going to see if this works. It seems like it should work in my brain. I haven't actually tried it with a large group. So you guys, I guess we're testing something else, something new. Anyway, it's going to be an over the shoulder, which is kind of that's a common exercise with the heavy. You want a heavier medicine ball. The problem is we're all going to be doing this together. I have something on me, sheetrock dust. Um, we have to pick a weight that's appropriate for everybody. So light to moderate weight for this. You're going to be in a line like you're waiting in line at a store. So you're facing the back of the person ahead of you. Okay. And over the shoulder is we're going to bend down to pick up the ball safely. So like this, use those knees. We're not just coming down with the back like this. So pick it up. We hoist it up to the shoulder and we just let it fall. Since we're letting it fall, see how it landed just a foot or two behind me? That's how far out you should space with the people in front and behind you. The next person, you're gonna do the same thing. Bend down, pick it up, hoist it up to the shoulder, let it go. Next person, next person. We're gonna go down with one shoulder. That was against like the wall with the sheetrock dust. It's all over me. We're doing a little maintenance here. And then back over the other shoulder. And if your ball is heavy enough, it's okay to use a little like momentum. Come up like and kind of hoist it up there. You actually let it sit on the shoulder for a moment and then you just let it fall. So we're not throwing it. That's very important because that's not the best movement on the shoulder. So we're not hurling it. We're bringing it up here, setting it, and just letting it fall. Okay, so down and back, different sides, and that'll be our team builder. Make sure you're spaced out far enough with everybody so the ball doesn't hit anybody as it's falling down. And if anyone's familiar with, like, I think it's the strongman competitions, it's similar to it's called the Atlas Stone competition. But they're doing it with like 500-pound boulders. So we will stick with medicine balls. But anyway, that's what we're replicating here. It's fun. It's different. Let's give it a try. You know what I just thought of? I don't know why I don't just keep the camera rolling at the end of the team builder and then just do this then. Interesting. Anyways, random thoughts on a Thursday. Okay, that is week 4. I hope you like the AMRAP, kind of getting away from our circuit, our rotations to mix things up. I will see you back next week.